Takes a Roxanne gravel, baby. Make a solid road. Takes a Roxanne gravel, baby. Make a solid road. Takes a good woman, mama, to satisfy my weary soul. Have you ever been down on that Mobile and Casey line? Have you ever been down that Mobile and Casey line? Well, I just want to ask you if you seen that gal of mine. Don't the clouds look lonesome shining across the sea? Don't the clouds look lonesome shining across the sea? Don't my gal look good when she's coming after me? Takes a Roxanne gravel, baby. Make a solid road. Make a solid road. Takes a Roxanne gravel, baby. Make a solid road. Make a solid road. Takes a good woman, mama, to satisfy my weary soul. You can't preach out your Bible. You can fall down on your knees and pray to the Lord, but mama, but it ain't gonna do no good. You're gonna need my help someday. If you can't quit your sinning, quit your low down ways. I've been looking all over for a girl like you. I can't find no one nowhere, no how, but a mama, so you'll have to do. You're gonna need my help someday, my help someday. If you can't quit your sinning, please quit your low down ways. When I woke up this morning and looked out my door, I can tell my milk cow put a mama by the way she lows. If you see my milk cow, Lord, Lord, drive her home. I ain't had no milk and butter since my cow been gone. Well, now you been rambling for miles around. I know you've been with another man in another man's house in another man's hometown. You're gonna need my help someday, my help someday. If you can't quit your sinning, please quit your low down ways. So you can read out your hymn book, you can fall down on your knees and pray to the Lord, but mama, but it ain't gonna do no good. You're gonna need my help someday. If you can't quit your sinning, please quit your low down ways. Let's be informal. Was a friend of mine. Every time I think his name, God, I just can't keep from crying. 'Cause he was a friend of mine. He died on the road. Died on the road. He never had that much money to pay his room and board, and he was a friend of mine. I stole away and cried. Stole away and cried. 'Cause I never had that much money, and I never been quite satisfied. And he was a friend of mine. He was never that bad. Was never that bad. He was a friend of mine, one of the very best I had. Yes, and he was a friend of mine. He never done no wrong. 1,000 miles away, and he never harmed no one. Yes, and he was a friend of mine. He was a friend of mine. He was a friend of mine. Every time I think his name, God, I just can't keep from crying. 'Cause he was a friend of mine. Not go down under the ground, 'cause somebody tells me that death's coming around. And I will not carry myself down to die. When I go to my grave, my head will be high. Let me die in my footsteps before I go down under the ground. There's been rumors of war and wars that have been. The meaning of life has been lost in the wind. There's some people thinking that the end is close by. Instead of learning to live, they are learning to die. Let me die in my footsteps before I go down under the ground. I don't know if I'm smart, but I think I can see when someone is pulling the wool over me. And if this war comes and there's death all around, let me die on this land before I die on the ground. Let me die in my footsteps before I go down under the ground. There's always been people that have to cause fear. They've been talking about a war now for many long years. I've read all their statements, I've not said a word. But now, Lord God, let my poor voice be heard. Let me die in my footsteps before I go down under the ground. If I had rubies and riches and crowns, I'd buy the whole world and I'd change things around. I'd throw all the guns and the tanks in the sea, for the old mistakes of a past history. Let me die in my footsteps before I go down under the ground. Let me drink from the waters where the mountain streams flood. Let the smell of wildflowers flow free through my blood. Let me sleep down in the meadows with the green grassy leaves. Let me walk down the highway with my brother in peace. Let me die in my footsteps before I go down under the ground. Go out in your country country where the land meets the sun. See the craters and canyons and where the wild waters run. Nevada, New Mexico, Arizona, Idaho. Let every state in this union seep deep down in your soul. And you'll die in your footsteps before you go down under the ground. Was down in Mississippi not so long ago when a young boy from Chicago walked through a southern door. This boy's fateful tragedy you should all remember well. The color of his skin was black and his name was EMMETT. Some men, they dragged him to a barn, and there they beat him up. They said they had a reason, but I disremember what. They tortured him and did some things too evil to repeat. There was screaming sounds inside the barn. There was laughing sounds out on the street. And they rolled his body down a gulf amidst a blood-red rain. And they threw him in the waters wide to cease his screaming pain. The reason that they killed him there, and I'm sure it was no lie, was just for the fun of killing him and to watch him slowly die. And then to stop the United States of yelling for a trial. The brothers, they confessed that they had killed poor EMMETT. But on the jury there were men who helped the brothers commit this awful crime. And so this trial was a mockery, but nobody seemed to mind. I saw the morning papers, but I could not bear to see the smiling brothers walking down the courthouse stairs. For the jury found them innocent, and the brothers, they went free, while EMMETT's body floats the foam of a Jim Crow southern sea. If you can't speak out against this kind of thing, a crime that's so unjust, your eyes are filled with dead man's dirt, your mind is filled with dust. Your arms and legs, they must be in shackles and chains, and your blood, it must refuse to flow for you to let this human race fall down so god-awful low. This song is just a reminder to remind your fellow man that this kind of thing still lives today in that ghost robe, the Ku Klux Klan. But if all us folks that thinks alike, if we give all we could give, we'd make this great land of ours a greater place to live. Well, woman I love's what my heart inside. She's a married woman, come see me sometime. If you don't think I love you, look what a fool I've been. If you don't think I'm sinking, look what a hole I'm in. I'm stealing. Stealing, but mama, don't you tell on me. Oh, I'm stealing back to my same old used to be. Well, put your arms around me like a circle in the sun. Stay with me, baby, like easy rider done. If you don't think I love you, look what a fool I've been. If you don't think I'm sinking, look what a hole I'm in. I'm stealing, stealing. Pretty mama, don't you tell on me. I'm stealing back to my Seymour used to be. I hate to see her every day. Woman I love, she's so far away. If you don't think I love you, don't think I love you, look what a fool I've been. If you don't think I'm sinking, look what a hole I'm in. I'm stealing, stealing. Her mama, don't you tell on me. I'm stealing back to my same old used to be. Stealing, stealing. Her mama, don't you tell on me. I'm stealing back to my same old used to be. Sing on? There's nobody really here. Hubbard wasn't guilty. I've heard great many say. HIRAM Hubbard wasn't guilty. I've heard great many say. He was not in this county. He was 40 miles away. Took him across a mountain and they whooped him on the hill. Yes, they took him on the mountain and they whooped him on the hill. It was there that he pleaded, oh, please let me make my will. But HIRAM Hubbard wasn't guilty. I've heard great many say. HIRAM Hubbard wasn't guilty. I've heard great many say. He was not in this county. He was 40 miles away. They took him down to Danville and they throwed him in jail. Yes, they took him down to Danville his babe. But Hiram Hubbard wasn't guilty. I've heard great many say Hiram Hubbard wasn't guilty. I've heard great many say he was not in this county. He was 40 miles away. But they took him out at midnight and they strapped him to a tree. Yes, they took him out at midnight and they strapped him to a tree. It was there that they killed him with a rifle, bullets 3. But Hiram Hubbard was not guilty. Lord, I heard great many say Hiram Hubbard wasn't guilty. I've heard great many say he was not in this county. He was 40 miles away. Here's a song that's in sort of a set pattern of songs that say, let's say a little more than I love you and you love me, and let's go over to the banks of Italy and we'll raise a happy family. You for me and me for me. Must a man walk down before you call him a man? How many seas must the white dove sail before she sleeps in the sand? How many times must the cannonballs fly before they forever bend? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. How many years must a mountain exist before it is washed to the sea? How many years can some people exist before my friend.